the only power. You're the only power that can. You're the only power. You're the only power that can.
Good day, everyone. Welcome back to Tony Sportcast. I'm your host, Tony Forbes, and today we're going to be talking about this week of Week 11 of the NFL football game, and the three teams that surprised me. Well, I wouldn't say one of them is a surprise, but one of them is like a great relief for me as I'm a fan, and I will be talking about them today. But this first, I'm going to play the rest of the song because I really love the tone of this. But before I get there now, let's talk about today's episode. Okay, first off, I'm going to start off with the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. My God, finally, it looked like the Eagles have finally break through. Hurts and others are now finally making their way that they are capable of going in the playoffs this season. They are very capable, very comfortable because the offense is very comfortable. They're the number one rushing offense right now, as we speak. And Jalen also made a history for franchise Eagles history for the most rushing touchdowns from a quarterback. Even more rushing touchdowns than Randall Cunningham. That's very impressive for a terrific young quarterback as Jalen Hurts right now, as he make his way as superstardom as a franchise quarterback. I feel comfortable to say that this could probably be the team that will wake up the whole football world if they make it to the playoff and win their first playoff game. Even without Carson Wentz or even without Nick Foles, it almost looks very confident that I'm starting to really, really like Sirianni because in the past I did, give Sirianni a hard time because it was on him. But he finally know what to do with this team now. The team shows that it's a run first, pass second team, which is pretty good. Even with Devontae Smith, he could have get more yards in that game and even a touchdown, but it is what it is. And guys, I really liking how Dallas got to play in that game. He could have got a touchdown, but however, the penalty going on to Devontae Smith would kind of cost the touchdown, but it is what it is. Eagles still managed to score 40 points against the Saints. The Saints look like they're struggling. The defense, the Saints get, but the offense, it came too late. It was somewhat too late and too far. Jalen was just like rushing them all these touchdowns. Oh, the defense is, oh boy. Eagles defense even get sharper and stronger than before. Darius Slayton looked like he going to talk for one of the number 3 best defensive player of the year right now. He's right now the top 3 or top 5, right up there. He's right up there for the most fumble recoveries, most fumble touchdowns. This dude is right up there. This is a very, very good defensive player. This was a good player who we pick up from Detroit. This is the kind of Darius Slayton I wanted to see from last season. Darius Slayton, last season, it was like he was more of a cover corner. But now he's like an all-around corner to me, if you ask me. He can intercept. He could force fumble. He could fumble recover. He have the speed for it. Like, boy, he's definitely why they nickname him Big Play. Because he can make some big players. And that defense right now, putting Philadelphia in one of the top 3 scoring defense in the league right now. That is pretty good. That is something I've been hoping for and yearning for a little while. Because Eagles are 2 games away from losing to not making it in the playoffs. They're about 2 games away. Because at this point right now, Eagles cannot lose at least no more games at this point. If they want to see playoff, they can't lose no more games. And I checked with the Eagles schedule. Eagles listen to me, they get Washington, Giants, Jets, and Dallas for last. Out of that 3, Dallas is the only team I see but might stop the Eagles. But here's the thing. Eagles faced them already earlier this season. This is a completely different Eagles team from what Cowboys faced this season. Even though Cowboys look like they are improving even more, but as of right now, they're losing against the Chiefs from what I'm seeing from this recording. And, Dallas could have a rude awakening for their last game because I feel as though that for that particular game, Dallas might have to give us a win because, to me, Dallas still a playoff spot. They're still in a playoff spot, so they probably might give us a little break and let us win just so we can get in the playoff or so. I don't know how that probably might go off. I think Dallas still might give us a hard time, but, for that game in the future, I feel confident to say that Eagles going to win that game. And congratulations to this team. They look like they finally get their dynamic back. And boy, and we finally win our first home game. Man, this is unbelievable right now. We in our 4 straight 175 rushing plus touchdown for this team right now. 5 straight games for 5 straight games. Well, 4 straight games, if I'm corrected. And they look like they're about to get more yards for carry right now. My son's come and play today and get 94. What that telling you? Jordan now look like he really trying to play for his position to play again for the season. Boston Scott's a little bit questionable, but he's still a monster. Little rookie right there. You see that? Not rookie, but he's a little monstrous little running back right there. You see that? It's like he got a real good juice on his foot if it's given a chance. And I feel as though he's one play away and making a big run for a rushing touchdown. I feel it for him because I'm really liking Boston Scott. You know what I'm saying? He kind of giving me more of that Ricky Williams kind of feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, except that he isn't given him enough opportunity to make bigger running plays. But he's very tough. He had like that kind of Ricky Williams toughness in him that I really like. And I will say that Eagles is a very dangerous team to mess with right now because right now they fighting tooth and nail to get in the playoffs right now. And they look almost comfortable. They playing extremely comfortable. And when teams are very comfortable in playing, they're the hardest teams to beat. That's my give or take to say for the Eagles. And next but not least, the Miami Dolphins. Boy, it's a bit of a surprise. Well, for most people, it's not that much of a surprise that it's a possibility that Dolphins could win. But Joe Flacco actually played a very good game against the Dolphins right now. You know what I'm saying? But not even Joe Flacco was enough to overthrow the Dolphins, which is why the Jets pick him up in the first place, because only Joe Flacco with this kind of experience could know how to overthrow a team like this, with a great defensive team like this, with the Miami Dolphins, in coverage. Oh boy, they very nasty in the coverage right now. And Joe Flacco, he nearly threw for 300 passing yards, pretty good. But Tua gotten that taken care of. He passed for 273 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Man, Myles Gaskin could have done better as a rushing running back, but it is what it is. He got what he could do, and bang a lane, it got him what he needed for the wins. And Mark Holland, I was stunned. I was stunned to actually see Mark Holland today making big plays like that. Or a passing touchdown. I did not see that coming. I was looking up probably for Jalen Wall right now for this rookie, because he has the most rushing yard and most receptions than any other Dolphin wide receiver in his team right now. And Dolphins is getting better and better each week right now. I'm kind of surprised to even say that. The defense what the Dolphins get is very, very tough. That's a tough defense, which is pretty good. Which is why Tua needs to get better in passing and stop trying to get nervous under pressure. You need to learn how to play under pressure and be confident in his throws. Because that's my only problem is he's not really too confident when that pressure comes in. You know what I'm saying? If Tua perfect that pressure, he could be very good. That could do him very good for this Dolphins team right now. But he did push it off for the win still. Very good. I really like that. That means Dolphins can't lose no more game at this point too. Because if they lose one more game, they won't have a chance to go in the playoff. And that's what I think what Dolphins fighting for right now. They fighting to see if they could get in the playoffs. Because here on out, these teams, they really trying their best. Get to do. Respects to Brian Flores and the Miami Dolphins team. Defense is great. Offense is getting better. I really like it so much. Shout out to Brian Flores for the victory against the Jets today. And now, last but not least, Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. I knew it. All I can say is I knew it. See, Minnesota's another team that also fighting for playoff spot. They're 4-6 of the season. Make them 5-6 of the season. They're right there neck and neck with the Philadelphia Eagles. These two teams right now are the wild card teams, which is why I bring up Philadelphia, Dolphins and Minnesota, because these one of the 3-1 teams that got the 3-1 early this season that will be making the playoff. Because they say in every part of history, when you usually see teams that are 1-3, meaning they get 1 win and 3 losses, they are usually teams that are liable to go to playoff because they are really trying to improve and trying to learn and understand certain things for this upcoming season with themselves and the rules that they have to play. That's what it usually means for the 1-3, meaning that they could win a game, but they take the 3 losses to learn about their defenses and offenses through other teams. And when they see a certain partner done so, that's the coaches inside, once they see a particular partner so that they could fact on, and once that has been utilized in games, they can know how to win out of what they're capable of, with their patterns that they find out and they design from their coaches or so. It's more of like an improvement thing as you play on. Yeah, you can win a game. You only win a game just to say, okay, I like how this going, but let me test certain things out. You know what I'm saying? People like to test things out. Minnesota was that team where they was testing out some stuff because they was getting beat by one possession. They was only getting beat by one possession games, meaning that they was only getting beat by a point or a field goal away. They've always been close. The only thing Minnesota needed to perfect it on is just sticking the win. Because many times in many games, they could have won games, but Minnesota lost. But what they did today against the Green Bay Packers with Aaron Rodgers, they couldn't do nothing but stuff them to pieces. There was just a stuffing Aaron Rodgers, putting all the pressure. The defense worked excellently against the Packers. Because if it wasn't that defense, oh boy, Kirk Cousins would have needed more than like 7,000 touchdowns if you ask me. Because I really like him, Justin Jefferson. He's really a terrific wide receiver. I really like him. He catches for 149 yards over the game, a scoring touchdown. He had 2 touchdowns. Pretty good. They got Adam Thielen, and he's like more of like a secondary quarterback. Wide receiver. At least that's how they get Adam Thielen. I really want to see Adam Thielen more, but whatever it takes for Minnesota to win, they will have to do what they got to do to win. Because Dalvin Cook will be right there cooking up every game. That's one consistent running back. He's consistent every single game. No matter how hard you put him down, he's very consistent. It's like he refuses to stop running. That's what I like about Dalvin Cook. That's what brings the beast in them. Dalvin Cook is I really like this running back, Dalvin Cook. He's very good. Not as much as I like Justin Jefferson, because that's the best wide receiver right now on paper. Because he's the most easily open wide receiver there is. Even more open than how you see Tyreek Hill in the Kansas City Chiefs. He's more open than him. He's a great route runner, a great bomb catcher. He's all in 9 yards. Minnesota can move very well this season with Justin Jefferson, Kirk Cousins, and Dalvin Cook. And thanks, and that's it for this day's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out. Oh, and if you really like this content, subscribe to me from Spreaker, Twitter, Spotify, Facebook, YouTube. If you want to see any more of my content, please hit the link down below, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.
If young Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you. Beautiful morning, yeah, the sun in my morning, baby.